A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Rush right in his face. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Ball is loose, and the defense has it. What a nightmare start for this offense. It'll be a touchdown.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Right side, it's Humphreys. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Oh, pressure's coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Finds his big tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Fires to the big fella. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll give to Frazier. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll go with Frazier. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big fourth down stop.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, give to Hardy. Makes the tackle.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes. But when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks in Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on second down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to Hardy. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Pass to 6. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Simmons to throw. Out wide right, it's Lee. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Going for the big play. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Lee. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take it. No, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that well, good coverage.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Still on his feet at the 45. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Dogs! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lee. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your off?
Makes a grab and room to run. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Dogs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Tells the run, wants to pass. Under pressure. Right side, it's Frazier. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Makes the grab. It's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that moment.
Makes the grab, he's got a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
To the air, it's Stockton. Unleashes one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snapped on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's a give to Hardy. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Throwing Simmons. Finds his target. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Flying out to the left. He's at the touchdown Bulldog. The defense.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Simmons makes the catch. It's Lee. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Second and long here. Back to pass, it's Simmons. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Another incompletion on third down. But guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Fourth down, Simmons. Rushes on. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He's down immediately, but they convert on fourth down and keep the drive alive. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Austin Simmons firing again. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away.
He's going to let it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room, couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Here we go, they'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Moves the pocket, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Complete down, the ball's out after that big play. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just could bounce any which way whatsoever. It's right there. Very lucky that one went out of bounds.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He's changing the play. Press set it down's going up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Inside the 30, down. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Press center down's going to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start.
And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Turning it on. They bring it down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's past the sticks. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with a halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We kick things off with Cal taking on the Florida State Seminoles. And it's the Golden Bears who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest.
Oh, what the?
State of things right now.
He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone.
Oh my God. You cannot be serious. I know that shit ain't just happened to me, but I know that shit just happened to me.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot.
All
right?
my
Like,
life I
they
had
didn't
to
live
fight.
well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Here's Simmons to throw. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they made their own adjustments as well. And they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Look out! He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the return, it's Lee. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not
I got 3 dogs
I know we just gave up some points and the defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of the game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this up.
Turning on the Jets. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
After taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Throwing Simmons. And wings it incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working that left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offense.
Snags it, and he's open. The tag. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Long way to go on second down. They'll give to Frazier. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads it left. He's got enough, and they roll this on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
I can be no football coach, bro.
Drops back on first down. Whip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
And just too much on that pass, too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Turns it upfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open. And his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Gets the back moving. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Why they just
Defense
give
had
me
enough of
that?
this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get it big. Almost came away with one there.
Special. Oh.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to pass on second down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the third. Time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On third and long, try to convert through the air.
Bro, how the fuck you just do it like that, bro? Oh my God, this shit over.
Not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Moving the pocket, it's Stockton. He wants it all. Touchdown, Georgia. Makes the grab in the corner. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss.
Wow, hold on, let me go get my food out of my way again.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. They'll give it to Hardy.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive lines and to try to move them out of the way to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive lines.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Bulldog.
Wow. Yo. Yo,
What up?
you must want the game check.
No, I do. Let me get out this shit, bro.
He said, what you playing online?
I just play the league, and I'm sick. I'm sick of it. Like, I can't wait till I grow up out of playing the game. Like real shit. You know I ain't gonna never do that, man. I'm tired of this shit making me mad, bro. I don't care that it's just a game. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
The thing is, it ain't that. It just we just so competitive. It's just in us. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do, you're gonna be competitive. It's in you.
I ain't lie. That's why.
You feel me? You might put down the game and want to start playing chess.